Lizzie was like giggling in between scenes. She was like, I'm having so much fun. And Dallas was staring at a piece of burning rubble on set, going like this. And I could only see his back. So I was like,
bro, appreciate that.
listen, I was like, this guy's on it, but like, that's terrifying and I should probably not say hi to him right now.
The Earth Kingdom is going to fall.
There's the Fire Nation army just beyond the wall.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the watch list here on Rotten Tomatoes. My name is Mark Ellis, and I'm thrilled to be joined by the Season 2 cast of Avatar: The Last Airbender. We're here. Season 2 is upon us. How y'all feeling? Hey. There we go. And as I just told the cast right before we went to camera, this is kind of a special episode of the watch list because we get to spoil everything in Season 2. Because everybody's seen it. It's available on Netflix now. You can watch all the episodes. If you have not yet done that, you may want to go check them out and then come on back and join us for this chat here. There's so much new about Season 2, and y'all have changed so much since Season 1. But the thing that really struck me sitting down and watching it was how much more practical sets there were than there were in Season 1. So, Gordon, I actually wanted to start with you. Was that something that, like, you got to, like the boss thing say, you got to, like, be there and stuff? Like what was being on the Earth Fortress actually like?
Oh my gosh, it was insane. Like, as you said, all the sets were real. They were massive. I think we're shooting on this back lot in, like, Port Moody in Vancouver. It was called Flavel. And we had, like, an acre of land that they just built all of Ba Sing Se on. So honestly, it was, like, surreal. Felt like the actual animated series coming to life. And it literally was just that. It was awesome.
True.
Was it so cool for the rest of y'all just like actually getting to like play and immerse yourself in these worlds a little bit more?
Totally, yeah.
1,000,000%.
It was nice to be able to get comfortable in a set because we would be there often. Like the villa in Ba Sing Se was a place that we spent a lot of time in.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
It literally ended up feeling like our living room.
Yeah.
Where we were like actually fighting over like seats, like for blocking. We're like,
Right.
bro, I wanted the freaking
I was
plushy
just
pillow.
sitting
Like,
here, bro.
I knew, you knew I wanted that.
What is the rule on something like that? Is it like the 5-minute rule, or like as soon as you get up, anybody can take your spot?
It's a motivation
it's
game.
war.
You talk to the director, like, look, the snacks are over here. I'm playing soccer. It just makes sense that I'm gonna wander over to the snacks.
It's
and
actually
I sit on a nice
psychological
pillow,
warfare.
So a lot of the folks at the Rotten Tomatoes offices are huge fans of the animated series as well, and they were geeked finding out that we get to do the library episode. Live action.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask y'all, anybody can jump in and take it. What was the most exciting thing about tackling subject matter like that?
All those who went to the library, what do you guys think?
Sorry, Dad.
I think for me, Nataf has a really big moment in that whole arc where she basically holds up the library, and in our version of the show, she actually goes into the library, which I thought was a really interesting insight, especially for her because she's like not able to see like a traditional person. So I feel like it was really cool to get to explore that through Toph's eyes, feet, as a storyline, while also still keeping that iconic moment for her.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang.
It's really cool, too, because, I mean, okay, so look, full disclosure, I wasn't that familiar with the animated series before I watched this, so the Appa thing hit me pretty hard at the end of that, because I'm fostering a dog right now, and watching it this weekend, the little puppy's on my lap, and I'm watching what's going on with Appa at the end of that episode. Gordon, how do you prepare for something like that, something that emotional, gearing up for that?
The hamster story.
He spent the whole day mad at me.
Yeah, I actually just prepped for like 2 weeks of just like not even looking at me. I'm kidding. No, I don't know, just acting, just process. I feel like music is a really big help, but also just conceptualizing the idea in my head and really like spending a lot of time just trying to believe it before I get there. And then when I got there, yeah, bro, I just took
He let it
out
rip on me, and I was like, oh.
Oh, that's great. All right, so what kind of music are you listening to get geeked up for that scene?
Oh my gosh, it was like at the time like Playboy Cardi remixes.
Oh.
I know what he's talking about.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he played it for me in the car a couple times.
Yeah.
It's dope. It's dope.
That and like, oh gosh, I'm blanking. Change. Who wrote Change?
Deftones.
I saw it. Shit. Yeah, Deftones.
Deftones.
A lot of Deftones.
Good call. Good call right there. Sniper in the corner over there. I guess we should all welcome Miyako at this point, right? It's like you're the perfect Toph. In doing a little bit of research as to how you prepared for the role, I noted that you had the same sort of blindness coordinator, I guess is what you'd call him, as Daredevil.
Yeah.
So in your fight scenes, was there any like Daredevil overlap? Were you like, hey, how would I do this like Daredevil? Or did you see yourself as completely different from the way Daredevil's approaching his fight scenes?
I mean, I think they're two different characters. I'm sure that there was training overlap from what Joe, our finance consultant, did, Joe Stretche. And I'm sure that, like, you know, with any production he's been on, I'm sure he uses the same methods in teaching and giving me an education. But, like, I think the way we approached Toph was so specific to her to give her own kind of experience and her own kind of life.
Yeah, and then we go to Elizabeth, and we get to see so much more of Azula this season, right? I know that must be so exciting for you. When you're bonding with Ty Lee and May, what was that sort of dynamic like on screen for you?
I mean, it was so much fun. Me, Mamona, and Talia, we did like a lot of our season 1 work together, just the 3 of us. So coming back for season 2 and growing within our own characters for that time in between the seasons and coming back together, it felt like we were like reunited in this really awesome way. So it was cool.
It was kind of like a nice, like it's like a family reunion.
Yeah,
almost,
it felt
right?
like we were also reuniting at the same time the girls were. So it was like full circle a little bit.
So watching your dynamic with Dallas was interesting because, like, Dallas, what would you say with your character? What does Azula bring out in Zuko?
Rage. Real rage. Sibling rage, which is the real fire.
I have a sister and a brother. It's like the most deepest kind of rage you can feel.
Nobody
right?
gets under your skin like a sibling member.
Yeah. Sibling member.
And man, I tell you what, Azula and her little attitude and her own version of sarcasm, I think we could call it.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it in the clip that they just released recently where, she totally rage baits Zuko. Yeah. Like, to the point of yelling at the top of his lungs.
Yeah.
And Azula knows she's doing it, too.
Of course she does.
Yeah. It's all going according to her plan.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's so funny watching how y'all interact and watching Sokka. And you know, if you guys think about it, you guys have all lost your moms in the lore, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think that this sibling relationship is so different from what y'all go through? Like, what would be that differentiating factor?
Competition?
Well, I feel like the parent and the guides that we were left with after the fact was very different.
Yeah. I think also you guys are together and we're
I was
apart.
gonna say, I think. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Oh, I was going to say, like, physical distance definitely makes a difference, but also communication.
Yeah.
They had spent so many years away from each other, and it was right after we both lost our mom, and then I got my face burned.
Right.
And so that makes a big difference, and I think although, like, even with, I mean, I don't want to speak for you guys, but, like, you guys go through a lot of fights, but at the end of the day, you guys will always be able to come back together, whereas she hit a little, like, teleportation spell and disappeared.
I also feel like a big part of it is that, like, the circumstances in which we lost our moms. Like, for you guys, it was like your dad chose to kind of take your mom away. And for us, it was like the Fire Nation came and killed our mom, and our dad had to leave to go fight.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a lot of, I feel like there's a weird bridge that, like, suffering creates where we're able to, like, have a purpose to, like, fight towards where, like, you know, it was like a whole family dynamic split that, like, tore your whole family apart when your mom came out of the picture.
Yeah.
Where for us, it could be, like, you know, it's, like, the most intense kind of trauma bonding, honestly.
Yeah. And I feel like in the Water Tribe too, community is and community and, like, gathering and family is so huge, whereas in the Fire Nation, any type of emotion that is sort of negative, you hold it and keep it to yourself, unless it's using negativity to take over and rise in power. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Now, the next question I got to ask you is your relationship with Suki and like what's going on there. What is your character feeling? What attracts you the most to her in this series?
I mean, I think that there's something to, like, this. You know, Sokka leaves home for the first time in season 1, and the first person that he's, like, ever seen outside of his, like, worldview is Suki, and then, like, kind of totally takes and reshapes his worldview for the better. He's obviously, like, thinking that he has to carry everything on his shoulders. And I think seeing like a woman that's like a warrior and also a leader and also is just like kind and gentle, like totally reshapes everything. He's obviously like taken very quickly away from Suki and then has his first girlfriend in the Northern Water Tribe. And so, yeah, it's cool to be able to explore that this season of all of the things that he's gone through in his childhood, the comedic, the older brother, and then he's kind of like stuck with all of the things that he's suppressed, kind of bubbling up throughout the surface through season 2, whether it's like his choice or not to kind of bring those things up. But yeah, I mean, I think that Suki and Sokka are kind of like their end game, you know.
You can tell. I mean,
You can tell.
It feels like it because, like, and she comes up to you early in the season, and,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Hey, so how about you and me?" And I'm like, "Bro, this is your chance."
Yeah. And then you're like, Sokka, you are dumb as rocks. Like, how are you messing this up? And it's that tension that makes it work because like Sokka feels the exact same way. Like he wants it to work with Suki so bad. And it just isn't able to, he's not able to like be the person that he needs to be in that relationship for. I think that's super relatable. Like you got to work on yourself first before you can be like the partner that you're supposed to be in a real life relationship.
All right, I'll give you that out. You got to work on yourself first, guys.
That's right.
And then,
That's right.
And then maybe you can, start to be a good partner. Kiawentiio, I'm so excited to ask you about the Painted Lady and you getting dressed up as the Painted Lady. Is that just like life achievement unlocked?
course.
Can you tell me about that process?
Yes, I was so emotional the first time that I got into Painted Lady, like drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a whole thing. It went through so many different levels of like, what is this gonna look like the material of the dress itself and like the hood. Are we doing the hood? Like there was so many like technical variations that we went through, even like the makeup, and we landed in a really cool place with how much detail was put into the makeup and like how just beautiful it was. But yeah, like putting it all on and doing like combat that I haven't really trained beforehand. Like everything was very hand to hand and really different from like Katara's usual style. So it was really fun to like get into that different side of fighting and filming in general because it was also always nighttime and yeah, it was really fun.
That was my next question for you. Is like, how much fun is it to train for a fight sequence like that?
Yeah.
When you know you're gonna have like this really cool costume, but also
Yes.
it's more hand to hand style.
Yeah, it was a lot of hand to hand, which was honestly a little bit intimidating at first. But I mean, our stunt team is so great and patient and just helped me through learning it and made me feel really comfortable with it. And the costume itself just adds so many layers to the fight because you have these long sleeves and your view is obstructed and you have to keep your face covered and there's fog machines going and it's nighttime and everybody is dressed the same. So it's like that part of it was just fun. Like because of how like obstructed we were, we didn't have to be so like as serious as it can be sometimes. So just like hanging out doing the scenes at night was just fun.
That's really cool, and you guys seem like such a like tight knit unit. Like you guys seem to genuinely enjoy each other. So Miyako, you're here this season. Is there an initiation with them, or like was everybody cool right away? How was the welcome as Toph?
Yeah, I was friends with Gordon before joining the cast, and I think I spent a lot of my time observing rather than speaking to them, which might be a little questionable of me. But
Observing.
I was mostly observing them just because I wanted to get a read and an understanding for these people, not just on set, but outside of it. I think I will say the first time I genuinely had an interaction with Dallas on set was the Cootie Village fight, where it's gang versus Azula versus like Zuko and Uncle Iroh. Lizzie was like giggling in between scenes. She was like, "I'm having so much fun," and Dallas was staring at a piece of burning rubble on set, going like this. And I could only see his back, so I was like,
you, bro, appreciate that.
listen, I was like, this guy's on it, but like, that's terrifying, and I should probably not say hi to him right now. But I think we did have a Super Bowl party, and that happened, and so that was like really nice, kind of in the earlier months of filming with some of our guest stars, which was really exciting, and I feel like that was the first time I could like hang out and understand these people better, which was exciting to me.
You know what's funny is we're like not nearly as mysterious as we are on our Instagram pages. We're actually like super silly.
What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, that's just you. That's
Shoot,
just
my,
you.
no, my bad. No, true. What?
I'm actually so nonchalant. What are you talking about?
Yeah, not true.
I can't wait to check y'all's Instagram handles out now because
they're not
you guys
that
are so
novel,
like
right?
easy to talk to and approachable.
Deactivating mine right now.
Can you clear up any confusion, Dallas? Are you in fact unapproachable when you're staring into a fire?
Absolutely
breathing
not.
heavily?
It's cold in Vancouver. It's keeping me warm, dude.
That wasn't him. That wasn't him getting into character. That was him shivering.
Deep breaths of love. Fire.
What is it called? The hot.
He was absorbing its energy.
That
You know,
dads do?
Oh, Wim
Fire
Hof?
Nation.
Wim Hof. It was a Wim Hof breathing technique, bro. That's how you stay warm throughout the body.
That is such a good description.
Yeah, and the
Is that
fire
what
is
dads
keeping me
do?
warm.
What's
That breathing technique that dads do, and then they do push-ups like right after.
Is it a diver?
And they're not full push. They're
holding
never
your
full
breath?
push-ups. They're those like
They're the
small
halves.
halves.
I think you should take that with you for the rest of your career. Is every set you're on, you need a fire, and you need to just go stare into it to get into character.
That's part of the.
I
that's
did
part of
not
the
deal well with the cold at all, I will say.
Maybe you were cold,
Anytime
but-
there was a heater, I would just like squat in front of it.
Mr. California over here.
All right.
So we're kind of like culminating in this season with this like huge fight scene, right? We have Aang, Katara, and then we were taking on, you know, a brother and sister. What was that fight scene like for each one of y'all? I want to start with Elizabeth, Lizzie, and with Dallas. What was that fight scene like approaching that for you two?
Well, it's right after Zuko and Azula have their conversation in the Crystal Cave, so I think that we're both pretty hot off of that conversation, that emotional weight that it had. And
Yeah.
I think that going into this big fight, I think that it's just building all the way up to this moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's the finale for a reason, right?
It's the finale.
I mean, Zuko is going back and forth so much with trying to decide between the two options that he thinks he has in terms of who he wants to be as a human being. And, you know, for Azula, it's right after the conversation that she has with Zuko. But for Zuko, that conversation is right after the conversation he had with Katara. And so he is extremely discombobulated in the brain. But what always seems to be a safety net for Zuko is anger, rage, negativity. It's almost...
It's his comfort zone.
Yeah, like when he doesn't know what to do and he's in a space of having to make a tough decision, unfortunately, it seems like he's always choosing the wrong one.
He just floors he just puts his foot on the gas.
But at that point, like, Azula and Zuko, I feel like, never expected to ever talk about that experience with their mom.
Yeah.
And so when she decides to bring that up before Zuko can, I think that really spoke to Zuko's heart, and Zuko is a family man, so
At heart, he's just a family man.
he's just a guy that wants his family to come back together. You know?
Yeah.
That's one way to describe it.
No, that's it, bro. And sit on the throne of the Fire Nation, obviously.
There is the throne too.
Yeah.
For Aang and Katara, what was that? What's going into that battle like for y'all?
Well, practically, like shooting it was very interesting for me. I mean, for everyone.
Oh
but
gosh,
for
I
me,
forgot.
something happened where I couldn't film it until much later than others. So I was in a blue, fully like blue little room, and I filmed the entirety of that sequence alone, looking at a tennis ball, learning my moves in the green room like 10 minutes prior
And
to filming.
shout out Sarah Arrington.
Shout out Sarah.
Sarah Arrington.
Oh my gosh, lifesaver, helped me through that day. And it was so hard because there was so many units going that she was like running back and forth between them all. But yeah, it was like 2 or 3 days of just straight like, okay, and they like it would be like, what are we filming next? They're talking, we'll figure it out. And it's like, okay, now it's the end of the battle. Aang has just, like, and all of these things that they're just describing. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking at. All right.
I shot all of my stuff before that with
Yeah.
Wei, your stunt double.
Yeah.
They're just like, I was shooting it and they're doing like close-ups on Wei, and I'm like, what is going on? And
Same
they're like,
here.
face
Yeah.
replacement. It's all good, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
You told too many bad jokes, and they banished you to the blue room. Is that what happened? They did it to me too. I can't believe it.
The blue room smell kind of like
Dude, it
feet.
smells exactly like you would think the Blue Man Group smells.
Okay.
Mixed with the Smurfs.
Pre-performance
Post-performance.
All right. Feels like the blue room is like a back room of the green room. Is what it sounds like
Good
to
one,
me.
good one.
That's a really
It
good
was such a pleasure talking to you. It was such a pleasure getting to check out season 2. So now, there you go. Y'all can check out season 2 right now if you haven't already, which I hope you have before you watch this interview on Netflix. It's the season 2 cast of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we'll see you real soon here at the Rotten Tomatoes watch list.